as follows on the screen. Now I've managed to actually solve the issue I had last time, so we can actually get that in vertical as well as in horizontal. So we've got the standard 4-2-3-1 under Michael Carrick. Senna Lammens, the ever-present in goal. Mazraoui comes in for his first start since returning from AFCON and injury at right back. Lenny Yoro and Harry Maguire continue their defensive partnership in the absence of Lisandro Martinez. Luke Shaw, who came off with a slight knock, is fit to start at left back. And then it's Casemiro and Mainu. Bruno Fernandes ahead of those two with Acuna to the left and Burmo to the right and Benjamin Sesko up front. I have also set up the cues for the goals and the cards. So should anything happen in this game, I need to pop up on the screen. It will simultaneously happen both in the vertical and horizontal formats. So, for example, the Cunha yellow card that's showing there and the Mbermo goal, I can take those away and join those back in at the same time so that the guys that are in horizontal don't miss out on anything. But we're going to flip back to the main screen so you can see me heart rate sitting at a bang tidy 84 beats a minute. Let's see. Let's hope that it's a heart-raising performance, but only for positive reasons. Tyler, welcome in. Lewis wants me to have a drink. Bro's trying to make me pee myself. I hope everybody's having a good day so far. You're halfway through the week. Congratulations. You've almost made it to the weekend. In fact, you're over halfway to the weekend now. We've got football tonight. We've got an open lobby stream tomorrow for the first time in a little while. And then Friday we'll potentially do like a community PGA night. So we'll have to see how that goes. If you're watching on YouTube and you're watching vertical or horizontal, the chats are combined. So you should be able to see and speak to any of the others. If you are watching on YouTube, welcome in. I don't bite. Please do get involved with the chat. We've got a convict at centre back. What we've known about is Harry Maguire's assault charge because of that incident in Greece. That was what was that, 2021? It's a long time ago. I thought it had already been dealt with, to be honest. But yeah, so we're just waiting for... There you go, 2020. So 6 years ago almost. They've only just dealt with it. It's a suspended sentence, isn't it? It's 15 months suspended, was it? Something like that. So yeah, so we're just waiting for kickoff. We're now, 7 or so minutes away from kickoff. I'm rocking the 20... I think this is 2015-16 or maybe 14-15 shirt. Trying to reminisce on slightly better days. And obviously trying to match up to the fact of the kit that we'll be wearing, i.e. home, away, or third. Obviously, being away at Newcastle, their home kit is black and white stripes. Our away kit is white, predominantly with like purple accents, and then our third kit is black. So we can't wear either of those. So we have to wear the home kit at St James's. We're getting like a highlight package of ref cam here. What's going on? Fair enough. I don't like ref cam, to be honest. I don't like ref cam because you never actually get the bits of the ref cam that you want to see. They always take that away. Here we go. Semenyo again for City. Oh my god. Why did I take him out? And João Pedro scored to equalise for Chelsea against Aston Villa. Fair. You don't get a putting line in the golf get. Oh, panic. Oh. Newcastle versus Barcelona. No, Newcastle versus Man United. We watch big clubs here. We don't watch no tiny Spanish clubs that can't barely afford to keep themselves alive every year and have to defraud the entire financial side of their club. England Deku fan, welcome into the stream. I hope you're well. Played 3 courses last night. Mine's downloading as we speak. It might even be done by the time the stream's finished. I'll be able to have a little look. Yeah, we're waiting for kickoff. We'll get the live tracker in the bottom left-hand corner or the bottom of the screen if you're watching in vertical. And yeah, we'll be good. PSG versus Chelsea again. No. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you, England. Newcastle have been hit with a lot of injury / illness, but that always concerns me slightly when a team's like under the cosh. Sometimes they just pull it out. Yeah, certainly is a way to introduce yourself, isn't it, Jess Lewis? Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Man, you. I know that's not the song, but no invite. It was at 2 a.m. to be fair. And nobody asked me what's in my cup. We ain't gonna have no problem. So it's Ramsdale in for Nick Pope, Trippier, Tiao, Byrne, and Hall as the back 4. Ramsey, Tonali, and Joel Linton as a midfield 3. And then Alanga and Barnes either side of Anthony Gordon playing through the middle. Substitutes are Pope, Botman, Wieser, Osula, Murphy, Jacob Murphy, that is, Willock, Alex Murphy, and then youngsters Sean Nieve and Leo Shahar. Manchester City versus Real Madrid. Who do I have? I would prefer Real Madrid to win that one. Aston Villa back in front. Who scored for him? Yeah, you woke up at 4 and you were on the sofa. You could have just played your game.
Didn't get an invite though, did I?
United lineup, and we'll go onto the lineup screen again just so you guys can see it. It's Lamans, it's Mazraoui, Yoro, Maguire, and Shaw, Mainu and Casemiro, Cunha to the left, and Burmo to the right. Fernandez through the middle behind Big Benjamin Šeško. Binder, Dallo, Xerxes Malacia, Ahmad Ugarte, Heaven, Tyler Fletcher, and Goodwill Kokonki on the bench for United. Holly Watkins with a Morgan Rogers assist pending VAR. Let me know the outcome of that. Benjamin Sesko scored 7 goals in his last 8 appearances. A double today would put him level 9-9, and no better team to do it against than a struggling Newcastle side riddled with injuries and illness. This is a big, big banana peel slip of a game for United and Michael Carrick. Let's see what we can do. 6 goals in 2026, only behind Igor Thiago of Brentford, who has 7 in 2026. Got ruled out. Okay, thank you. So still 1-0. Arsenal and City still 1-0 up as well, I assume. Right, we do have AJ in bed, so I've got to try and stay composed as much as possible, but you can me all you like. Peter Banks, the referee tonight. Wasn't he the referee that gave Alfie that cameo video for his birthday? All right, let's see how we get on. Wait for the tracker. Bruno Fernandes is going to kick off for United. United kicking from left to right. And we are underway on TNT Sports in the north of England. Where is your tracker? We are underway. Early throw in for Trippier out to Burn and awkwardly out to Lewis Hall, who can drive forward early into the United defensive path. Barnes hugging the touchline up against Mazraoui. That's going to be a good battle today. Tonali. Switch ball out looking for Trippier. Brings it down. Went to find Alanga, but Luke Shaw intercepted. Ball with the Swede now. United obviously down a goal very early in their previous game against Crystal Palace thanks to Lacroix's 4th-minute header. And Luke Shaw seems to have recovered the ball from Trippier. Trippier thought he was fouled. Ref says no. United have managed to work that out and apparently lose it for a throw-in to Newcastle. Yeah, I did see that, yeah. I did see that, Lewis. The Geordies are always going to make noise, regardless as to how many of their players are not available. They will will their team on to any result. But like I say, 3 home defeats on the bounce for Newcastle. 4 losses in the last 5 games. No win in 5 in the Premier League, that is. United have got a wounded animal in front of them. Are they going to go in for the kill is the question. Joelinton switch out to Alanga, but Luke Shaw's going to pick up the pieces. Mainu up against Ramsey. Ramsey comes out ahead of Mainu there. Gordon outside for Joelinton. Central is Barnes. Little loose touch. Mazraoui able to recover. Barnes goes towards the byline, feigns the cross and pulls back for Lewis Hall. Joelinton up against his compatriot Casemiro. Now Sandro Tonali. Another one of Newcastle's players that is rumoured for a summer exit. Did you know St James's Park pitch is a hill? What, as in it's on a gradient? Wycombe's pitch is slightly on a gradient as well. Nowhere near as what it used to be when it was up on Amersham Hill. Not Amersham Hill. Yeah. Somewhere. Ball in the box. Trippier's gone to chip it to the back post. It's clipped off the outside of the post. Lewis Hall's volley is out for a goal kick. Big start for Newcastle. Mazraoui won it, but then slipped on the turf. Lewis Hall goes towards the byline, clips onto the back post. Trippier's going to pick up the pieces, little touch, and he tries to play it back over, but it's lofted and it hits the outside of the far post. And then before Yoro can get there to clear it, Lewis Hall's underneath it to take a touchdown on the chest and first time full volley. But it's over the bar. You're basically running up a hill the full time of one half. Yeah. It's only a slight gradient though, isn't it? It's not like severely effective, otherwise they'd have to flatten the ground out and Casemiro pushing Joelinton hard. He has to go all the way back to Tiao. Looks like a structured 4-4-2 press from United here. Dan Burns just flicked that with the outside of his foot out to Lewis Hall over the head of Mbermo. That's a lovely way to break the press. Because United were in a very strong 4-4-2 press there. Fernandez up with Sesko and then Cunha and Mbermo work in the wings. Alanga was something to prove up against his old club. Obviously sold to Forest from United and then went to Newcastle. Oh, Fernandez went around the corner thinking Mbermo was going to be on his way, but Mbermo wasn't there, so Dan Burns going to pick up the pieces. Tonali out to Trippier. Gordon's in behind Maguire to the bylines, pulls it across, little deflection into the hands of Lammons, and that's his first involvement and claim of the game. (1-1) Villa Chelsea, and then 1-0 Arsenal and City. Okay. Fulham West Ham still 0-0. That's the other one. There's 5 games on at the moment, including this one, isn't there? Lammons goes long left-hand channel, looking for Cunha, but it's a little bit too long. Out for a throw-in that Trippier will take. Newcastle certainly started the strong team, but you'd expect that at the home side. Newcastle fans behind them. No real panic at the moment. And we've already done better than the last game because it's 6 minutes in now into the 7th and we're still 0-0. Fernandez, good pressure. Sesko with the flick behind. Fernandez lays it in for Cunha to strike first time, but it's too high and too wide. He rushed it. He was leaning back. That's the first shot of the game for United. Lovely flick from Sesko. Fernandez laid it in. Maybe a little bit too far advance of Cunha, but he rushed trying to get back up to speed with the ball and therefore was off balance leaning and sent it into the stratosphere. You can hear the United fans in the away stands. Cunha just trying to step away from Trippier. Round the corner. That's beautiful from Cunha. Gordon's having to track all the way back because of Cunha's pace, and they recycle the possession with Casemiro back to Maguire. It was a lovely burst of pace from Cunha. He's awake. Zeus. I didn't wake him up. I haven't showered yet. Are you still banned on kick? Probably. It's not my decision. The mods deal with it. If they feel like you stepped out of line, then I can't remember it, to be honest. I don't pay too much attention. I let them do what they want to do. I trust them. I think the only thing I would say, Daniel, is that you've got to remember that not everybody has the same level of sense of humor as you, and mods are here to protect the stream and the community as a part of it. So if you step out of line, you will be timed out or banned or whatever the situation might be. So Gordon flicked over the head of Lenny Yoro for Joel Linton, out wide for Harvey Barnes. It's a loose touch, which gives Mazraoui an opportunity to cover. Feigns to the inside, clipped into Alanga, back to Barnes. And the clearance is being battled between Mbermo and Hall. Has to go back to Mazraoui, who's fouled by Alanga. Goal stands 2-1 Chelsea. Who scored? Is that a handball by Mazraoui? I don't think it is. I mean, Goose is my fiance, so if you step out of line with her, then you got no chance. So, especially if you catch her on a bad day. Joel Linton said it goes back to Byrne, who's going to go all the way back to Ramsdale for a reset. Yeah, Lewis, who scored for Chelsea? João Pedro double? Fuck. It's not good for my FPL. I've got other people that I'm playing against that have got João Pedro. Also, Lewis, I don't know if you're able to help Andy with his GTA deliveries, but tonight's the last night of the double money boost on the weed sales. So if you are able to help him during the game, that I'm sure he'd be appreciative. There it is. There's the João Pedro goal. Now it's being given. I get to see it. Fair, lovely little dinked finish. Mainu and Casemiro connecting. Dude, he is screaming the fucking house down. Is he? Suze, is he alright? No idea. Right, we're back in. Cunha's just driven one low across the centre of the box. He was looking for Sesko. Wasn't quite there. It's been cleared as far as Mazraoui. Mbermo. Casemiro is an option. Here he is. Goes in the channel, was looking for the run of Mbermo, but Mbermo had stayed, like, shifted and then come back to try and open up some space short. Yeah, this, Lewis. This. Euro's got Gordon up with him for putting some pressure, but nicely done. Clearance is as far as Lewis Hall, and now Newcastle can go again. Gordon with a little flick around the corner. Euro's going to get there ahead of Barnes and out for a throw-in. Lewis Hall with a diagonal long throw, looking for a Dan Burn or a Tiao. Oh no, he's gone short to Tonali. Tonali clips on, looking to the back stick towards Gordon. Yoro's going to get there. Alanga's underneath it. And his strike is wide. Lamon's left it. He let it go. What? Hey! What are you screaming the house down for? We haven't even scored yet. You alright? That's nice from Cunha and Fernandez. Central for Casemiro. Drilled past looking for Mbermo, but Tiao's there to cover. And it's out to Lewis Hall. Barnes inside his own defensive third. Joel Linton turns away from Fernandez. That's fantastic from Joel Linton. Newcastle coming forward now. Tonali's in this left-hand channel. Left foot cross low. Hits Joel Linton's ankles. It's still in possession. Harvey Barnes goes for the curler. Lamons lets it go. Goal kick. Frederick, welcome into the stream on YouTube. How we doing? It's lovely football from Newcastle. Like, they've started really well. Alanga's screaming at Barnes to play him in, but I think he was offside. Barnes well within his rights to have a shot from that position. Maguire took the goal kick and went long into Cunha, who managed to only just keep it in play. But the possession overturned. Trippier, Gordon, central for Joel Linton, round the corner for Barnes. Mazraoui couldn't get there to intercept it. And Burmo's back. Lewis Hall on the overlap. Dinks his cross. Lamons is out to claim it. It's the one thing Newcastle don't have in their favour in this attacking three of Alanga, Barnes and Gordon is height or physicality. If they want to keep clipping balls into the box like that, then I'm sure Maguire and Yoro, along with Lamons, will be happy and confident of winning the aerial duels. But we'll see. England have 2 friendlies this month, I believe. Or is one of them like the 1st of April or something stupid? England played 2 days before my birthday. Fair enough. Big challenge from Luke Shaw, Fernandez, Casemiro, Sesko, back to Casemiro and Almenu. Is Lewis a mod? No, he's not. He's just a long-standing member of the community. Sean, welcome into the stream. I hope you're well. Good evening. Yeah, 27th and the 31st. 2 days before and 2 days after my birthday. Uruguay and then Japan. Is that who England are playing? Fair. Mazraoui breaking forward for the first time. Ball central. Cunha was looking for Fernandez. That's a great touch by Thiago to just get it intercepted. And the clearance, Maguire's going to get there ahead of Gordon, but he's gone down on the challenge and conceded the foul. Ireland play Czechia and who else do they play, Sean? Sean keeping an eye on both chats, much appreciated. It's one of them ones, is it? Okay, fair enough. Don't win, don't play, or don't win means a different team to if you win. Could be Northern Ireland. Ooh. Dan Burn has just thrown Luke Shaw to the floor. Don't win, don't play. Makes sense. Oh, excuse me, Dan Burn. If you want to fling elbows, he's flung his elbow back then a second time. Hey! It's a 14 player for the World Cup, so 2 semis and a final makes sense. Scotland played Japan on the 28th and then the Ivory Coast on the 31st. I reckon you win one of those 2 games. If Palace beat Spurs tomorrow, that's going to be insane. Newcastle have certainly had the better of the first 20 minutes. That is Dan Burn for you, I agree. He's a big lad. He's going to throw himself about. I get that, but there's a difference between feeling off and then throwing a second elbow back at short distance to try and make it look. One's at Hampden, the other's at the Hill Dickinson. Who do you play at the Hill Dickinson? I'm assuming the Ivory Coast because of the order that you've put the other matches. Sean, did I or did I not say in the first game that United played against Wolves back end of last year, because we played them like twice in 10 days or something stupid, and I said during that game they've shown enough today that if they play like this against the teams around them and pick up points, they may not stay up, but they will have a hell of a better second half of the season than the first. And everyone was like, "Nah, they're fucking finished. They're not going to win another game." And then we beat them 4-1, and then we drew 1-1 with them in the second game in as many weeks. Telling you, if they stay up, that's an unbelievable life contract for Rob Edwards if he keeps Wolves up this season. They've played all of the big teams twice, haven't they? Well, that sloppy from Tonali, and Lewis Hall's not going to be able to get. And Burmos pushed Lewis Hall over on the fucking line and conceded a free kick. Yeah, I'd agree, Sean. I would agree. Tiao up to Trippier on the halfway line. In behind is Alanga. Maguire's got the positioning. And Lamons has come out and claimed it under the Maguire pressure. Lamons goes long again, looking for Cunha. Trippier wins that header. Alanga wins his flick down to Joel Linton, who went to clip it over the top for Gordon, but it's into the path of Lamons. Very easy collection for the United keeper. Hope everybody's had a good Wednesday. Appreciate you guys coming to hang out. Fulham away or Fulham at home? Because Fulham are so up and down. Really depends what time of the fucking day it is that they play can affect Fulham's result. Like they're the most fragile team in the Premier League, I think. Because you look at them and go, they're solid, and then they show that, and then other times they just absolutely crumble. Cunha wins his flick. Sesko with some good hold-up play, but Trippier has gone down holding his face. And Tiao's gone down as well. Right, so Trippier's gone into the back of Cunha and then pushed him and got caught in the face. And then Sesko's held off Tiao, and Tiao's gone down holding his face. Trippier just got a whack of the side of the boot, but it's his fault for pushing Cunha in the first place. Wolves are at home. I'd back Wolves to win against Fulham at home. How far away is that game against Fulham? Fernandez wins it from Joel Linton out to Mbermo. First time digs out the cross looking for Sesko. Cunha's underneath it. Sesko, good touch and turn. Can he get the shot away? Sesko! Oh, he's fouled Tonali. It was such good work. Yes, I do know he has four fingers on one hand. He had an incident where I think he had a ring on and he fell over and caught his finger on a fence or something, and it ripped the entirety of his finger off to it's like a stub, isn't it, on his ring finger? Degloved, is that the phrase? Is it? Second to last game of the season. I back Wolves to win that. Saying it here now on camera. Wolves beat Fulham in the penultimate game of the season. Fair, Sean. Trippier with a lot of time and space to come forward. Alanga in behind. First time cross is fucking fired over. Well over Harvey Barnes is heading out for a throw-in. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. Honda, how we doing? Welcome into the stream. Hope you're well. Have you survived the weather front stateside? Sure, well up against Alanga gives Casemiro space and he's dragged back by Murphy. That's a yellow card, surely. Ramsey, sorry, not Murphy. Two Jacobs. You throw a Jacob at this Newcastle side, you're bound to hit one of them. First time United has given me more happiness than Madrid in a long time. Are you jumping on the we all hate Vinicius Junior bandwagon for some reason? A lot of Real Madrid fans are turning on him. And Burmo inside for Mainu gets the touch off to Fernandez, back from him. Casemiro fires it between the lines to Mbermo up against Hall for the first time in this game, into the box, goes to the byline, clips his cross. Dan Burn, does he manage to keep it in from the corner? He doesn't. It's a corner ball. Speedster, welcome into the stream. Hope you're well, mate. If United finish top four, surely Carrick keeps his job. I would imagine so, but I don't think they'll make the same mistake as they did with Ollie in terms of seeing the good run and then giving the contract. I think they'll wait till the end of the season. Not that giving Ollie the long-term contract was a mistake. What I mean is you can affect the morale and the flow of the season by doing it too early. And Burmo in swinging corner. Underneath it is Trippier. Is out for another corner. He's gone out for a corner from the other side. Trippier wasn't even facing the ball. He does need to calm and focus on his game, get back to what he's doing. Yeah, 100% Honda, I do agree. Right, so this is going to be Bruno Fernandes in swinger from the far side. Second corner of the game for United. It's up and under. Dan Burn gets his head on it. Gordon gets the extra flick. It's only as far as Luke Shaw. Pinged out to that side for Fernandes. First time looking for Mbermo, but it's just a bit too much spin on it and out for a goal kick. Coy smile from Fernandes. He knew what he was trying and it would have worked if it was just a little bit less zippy. 28 minutes to in. Newcastle 0, United 0. Casemiro with a massive shiner under his eye from previous game or training. Not sure, but ouch. Haul up the line for Joel Linton around the corner, attempting to find Barnes, intercepted by Casemiro out for a throw. Sadly, with Vinny, the problem is he's shown that stuff gets under his skin, so now he has to deal with it every game. Yeah, I agree. And when he has a bad game, it's escalated as well because he doesn't hide his emotions in any circumstance. And not that there's anything wrong with being that way, but as you say, in the spotlight that he is in the talent level he's got, it's awkward. Lenny Yoro has just made a fantastic interception to stop Anthony Gordon going through on goal into the box, one-on-one with Lamons. The ball's back with Newcastle. Ramsey to Joel Linton, turns away. Bruno Fernandes wins the ball well. And then Casemiro gets it clear as far as Sesko. Down to Cunha with a lovely touch. And Cunha's going to play Mbermo through. Lewis Hall just got a touch on it, but we're still in possession. Mbermo goes back to Mazraoui. Yoro, Casemiro, and Yoro again. I don't know. I only tend to hear about Trent when he's done something on the pitch. Rodrigo out, yeah. Was it an ACL injury? Or am I getting that confused with someone else? But yeah, unfortunate that he's missing the World Cup. Yeah, Trent's been injured a little bit, yeah. Yeah, because he had a game where he produced an assist that was a fantastic assist, and then all of the fucking Spanish media were like, oh, we found our new David Beckham. And it's like, how dare you put those two in the same sentence? Trippier with a big switch out to Lewis Hall, who's headed back to Ramsdale. I think for England, he needs to be the wide right player if he's fit with Trippier behind him. What about Reece James? Barnes has gone around the corner to Nali, and Mazraoui's managed to recover. Yeah, fair. I think Reece James is the strongest. Yeah, Trent is a liability at right back in the nicest way possible. We have far too many stronger options for him that just his passing range alone and that being his biggest asset shouldn't guarantee him a starting position in a very vital position for United. Joel Linton's won it off Casemiro. And then Cunha's done fantastically to win it back. Mainu's picked up pieces. Ramsey's then won it back. It's all very scrappy in the midfield third. United are now breaking with Fernandez, going to drive forward, looking for options. He drilled it low, looking for Sesko. Blocked by Dan Burn, and now Tonali. Burn clips it up to the halfway line. Euro lets that one go back to Maguire as Gordon goes down again like a little bitch. Paul, welcome into the stream on YouTube. How we doing? I hope you're well. I see you there. And Burmo looking for that sneaky one in behind. Cunha was alive to it, but so was Dan Burn. Mazraoui, Fernandez, Casemiro. Now Yoro and Maguire out to reset and switch the play out to this left-hand side. Luke Shaw high and advanced up against Alanga. Alanga just drawn to the ball, gives Luke Shaw an opportunity just to step forward again. Dropped in for Mainu centrally. Time to fry this chicken for lunch. Let me take my laptop to the kitchen real quick. No worries, Honda. Speak to you shortly. My England team would be Pickford, James or Trippier, Rice, Stones or Gahey, Shaw, Rice, Mainu, Trent, Palmer, Foden, Kane. Interesting. Tiao's gone through the back of Cunha, free kick. Seen yellow cards given for that, but we're not going to say anything. Gavin, welcome into the stream. How are we doing? I see you over there on YouTube. Up the fucking Reds. It's a bit too far out for a shot. Atta Frimpong Emmanuel. Hopefully I've pronounced that correctly. Welcome into the stream on YouTube. I see you. I think that team loses in the World Cup final. Thanks, Sean. The Irishman wants the Englishman to get to the final and lose again. Asshole. It's two entire wedges of the pitch lines out from the box. So I'd say it's 30 yards out. Fernandez is going to have to clip this towards the back post for a Maguire, Casemiro, Euro. And he does. It's headed away by Dan Burn. And Gordon and Alanga combined to get it clear. Mainu just wasn't able to get there. And now this is a break on for Newcastle. It's 3-on-4. Joel Linton steps centrally, steps away from Maguire and Euro, and then blasts his shot into the stands. That's a wasted opportunity for Newcastle. Eddie Howe is not going to be happy with that. Morgan Gibbs-White equalises for Forest. Fantastic for my FPL. Lovely stuff. Still 1-0 to Arsenal. Don't get me wrong, looking at this again from like an aerial angle, Joe Linton's got every right. He's travelled the ball that far. He's opened up the space. He's got the opportunity, but he has to keep it low. He's blasted that as hard as he fucking can, trying to ping it into the top corner, and he stuck it into the top stand. It's a wasted opportunity. Joe Linton within his rights to shoot, but you have to do more with it. I'm now seeing the Gibbs-White goal. Aina down the right-hand side, cross to the back post, header down by Igor Jesus. Oh, Morgan! You dirty bastard! Can't be turning people on that watch football on a Wednesday night like that. He's just got a back heel. Ugh. Ugarte wasted money? I agree. He will leave in the summer. I'm assuming if Carrick says Ugarte gets sold. Yeah. I mean, he'll get sold regardless, I think. Ugarte will get something like 30 million for it, and it will just go towards the Anderson, Belaber, Wharton, fucking Guimaraes, Tarnali, whoever we're gonna fucking end up getting. It'll just go towards that. That transfer. Mazraoui with a quick throw in. Fouled by Gordon. Anthony Gordon literally won a free kick in the exact same style 5 minutes ago, and now he's complaining that he's conceded one. Fuck off, Claire Bolden. Right, United back in possession with Yoro. Maguire's just... Was he just adjusting his bootlace, maybe? Mazraoui up the line, and Burmo under pressure from Lewis Hall. And he's fouled him, and Burmo's going to go into the book here, so we're going to make our first yellow card trip. So this is the lineup, as you guys can see, and it's Burmo on the left wing that goes into the card, into the book. Yellow card for Brian and Burmo. You guys in the vertical should have been able to have seen that as well. That way, with the horizontal guys seeing it in the more traditional platform. Spent ages setting that up today. It's fucking annoying. What is the ball possession now? I've not had a graphic come up, so I can have a look for you via flash scores. Don't want to miss this free kick. Statistically, it is 54% to Newcastle, 46 to United. Short free kick goes to Barnes, crossed into the back of Brian and Burma and recycled out to Trippier and now Alanga on the right-hand side. Mainu doesn't manage to get a touch on the block. Shaw gets his header up and then Lamans comes out to claim it. We've got a goalkeeper that claims crosses. Unbelievable. Too many years of keepers terrified of coming out to claim crosses and deflected crosses. It's a revelation. Trippier pushes Cunha again. Shaw steps in on Alanga and then Maguire finishes the job in terms of recovery. Cunha steps away from Joelinton, pulled back. That's got to be a yellow card, ref. Thank you. Well, that's his job. Is Joelinton sarcastically clapping the referee? Is sarcastically clapping the referee not a yellow card? Hold on a second. Yeah, no worries. No worries, Atta. Hope you enjoy your evening. And if you're not able to watch the game, I'll try and keep you as up to date as I can. Oh, Honda, fantastic recovery. Joelinton's header goes back into his own half, but it's picked up by Cunha into the path of Benjamin Sesko. Great first touch. He's clipped by Dan Burn, but the ref says no. 2-1 to City and 3-1 to Chelsea. Luke Shaw's in the book as well now. It's all getting a little bit chaotic for Peter Banks. Trippier having a conversation. Does Dan Burn foul Sesko? I mean, he definitely checked across him. It's not a penalty. It's outside the box, but he steps across him and shoves him to the floor. I'm not going to say it's a foul. Palmer, Somerville, and Rodri with the respective goals. Okay. So we're going to go here. We're going to go here. Luke Shaw is in the book, so that is there. No, that's a goal. We want the card. There we go. Apologies. I'm very glad I finally got that set up so that the guys watching in vertical can see that as well. Fernandez's header wasn't great. Tonali picked up the pieces, but Casemiro picked up his interception. Trippier's gone long. Burn goes up. Maguire's underneath the follow-up. And Burmo with a little flick. Casemiro gets there ahead of Gordon. Ramsey, Casemiro's gone to ground, but Ramsey turned the other way. Sesko going to get there ahead of Joelinton. He's not. Fernandez gets stepped past. Casemiro gets stepped past. It's all very fucking bitty at the moment. Anthony Alanga up against Luke Shaw. Into the box, goes to the byline, pulls it across, little flick by Gordon into the hands of Lammons. Apologies, it was Barnes, not Gordon. He's like trying to fucking make me work for my commentary, Jesus. Sean, are we doing all right viewership on YouTube? Are you on either stream? What are we looking at numbers wise? Can you see? Hall. Newcastle back with possession in their own third. Dan Burn twisting and turning away from Fernandez. Ramsdale's clearance. He was outside of his box. It's gone all the way to Maguire. If he'd have miskicked that, that would have been very dangerous predicament for Newcastle. Mazraoui going to step forward away. Fernandez went round the corner, intercepted by Hall. Mainu got there ahead of Hall, and then Fernandez has now got it to Casemiro. Mainu and Casemiro again. Cunha goes back to Maguire. Okay, not too bad. Thank you, Sean. I would expect more on vertical because of the short speed. That does make sense. Welcome, and I hope guys are watching the stream are enjoying it. Yoro into the channel for Sesko. Good chest control. And he was onside. And Burmo, Sesko, lovely footwork. And Burmo into the box, edge of the box. Mainu strike! What a save by Ramsdale. Oh, what a goal that would have been from United. Oh, Maguire. Good chest control. Driving into the channel, thinking he's a winger. Intercepted by Gordon and Trippier and Ramsey. This game is fantastic pace, man. And Burmo's fouled Lewis Hall. He has to back away. He's already on a yellow. Mainu, that is top Binzels. That's a fantastic save from Ramsdale. Brighton are dominating set piece FC, but let me guess, the ball won't cross the fucking line. Still 1-0 because of Saka, I assume. We are rapidly arriving to half-time. I don't want it to be after. Can we just play the full 90 minutes without a break? This has been fantastic so far. Maguire smashed away on his left foot. Out for a throw-in. Only a 0.6 XG. I hate XG. I hate it. It's the worst stat to have been brought into football. Nine shots to Arsenal's 4. Jesus. How many shots on target each? So it's an 8 Nori assist for Rodri from the corner. It's a great goal from Somerville. Palmer to Reece James. Pushed out to Palmer, so there's no assist there. Okay. Cold. Fernandez round the corner for Cunha. Steps away from Elanga and Trippier and away from the push. Cunha strikes it, pushed away by Ramsdale to Mburmo. He's fired it over the bar. Top tier of the Gallagate fucking stand by Brian and Burmo. That's an opportunity missed. Brighton had 3 shots on target. Arsenal's only shot on target is their goal. Fantastic. Ramsdale pushed it out. Sesko couldn't get there. Dan Burn had it covered, and Burn, it just bounces off the floor just as he makes connection, which does make sense as to why it goes as high as it does, because he's trying to contact it on the floor, but it's bounced up slightly. But you've got to just fucking lean over it. Keep it low. That could be the last big opportunity of the half. 3 minutes added on at the end of the first half. A great first half if you're a neutral. Alanga's flick finds Anthony Gordon, played in behind is Ramsey. Ramsey's not even claiming a penalty. Saying, is it a yellow card for simulation? I'm not sure. We'll have to see from an opposite angle. I don't think there's contact from the goalkeeper. Gordon's laid it in beautifully in behind. Lloro prevents the touch. Is there a touch by Senna Lamens? He flicks it round. There is no contact from Senna Lamens and Ramsey's gone down. Oh my god. Ramsey's on a yellow card, isn't he? Is it? Hold on a second. We were watching the replay and we've come back and Trippier's... Oh my god, he sent him off. It's a second yellow for simulation and a red card. Jacob Ramsey just before half-time. I don't think he's dived, but he has gone down after... I don't know. This is the second game in a row where United have had a red card go in their direction, and I'm not sure if it's the right decision on a sporting merit. By the letter of the law, it's a red, or a second yellow into a red, but it's harsh. So we're back underway. VAR can't interject on yellow cards. 45 minutes for United to capitalise once again on a team down to 10. Chelsea have scored again. I agree, Sean, but I don't know whether that's to Peter Banks' credit or discredit. Maguire looking in behind for Cunha. Good chest control into the box. Wins it back off of Trippier. His own shot ricocheted into his face. And it's fallen for Elanga under pressure from Luke Shaw. The last thing United need now is somebody to throw in a challenge and equalise this match 10v10. João Pedro scored a hat-trick for Chelsea tonight. Fernandez wins it from Tonali. Joel Linton kicked through the back of him. Casemiro under pressure from Gordon. Nobody gave him a shout. Gordon down this left-hand side up against Mazraoui. Skips inside. Fernandez made the challenge. He's given a penalty. Bruno Fernandes has just conceded a penalty. They're going to check it. Does he catch him? No! Oh, it's the slightest contact from the knee. It's not the foot. It's a penalty to Newcastle just before half-time. Ah, what a hectic end to this first half. Anthony Gordon versus Senna Lamens. I'm not sure, Lewis, but if you want to find out for me. Gordon versus Lamens. This will be the last kick of the half. He's gone down the middle. It's gone through Lammon's feet. It's 1-0 to the home side just before half time. Okay. It's down the middle. Yeah, Lammon's goes to his left. Gordon stays down the middle. Lammon's gets like a stud on it. It's a nervous penalty that to go down the middle is nervy. Do players lose FPL points for conceding a penalty? You do not directly lose FPL points for conceding a penalty. The player who concedes it will lose points through the bonus point system. Okay. But yeah, they don't actually lose anything. This has the stink of the Everton game. Let's not say that, Sean. But this will be the last kick of the half, and I'm going to take a few minutes break, go to get a drink and go to the bathroom, etc. And I'll put the music back on and be back as quickly as I can for you guys. If you're on YouTube, you won't hear the music because of copyright restrictions, but if you're on Kick, you should be able to hear it. We're actually continuing to play for a minute. Casemiro out to Mbeumo. Surely that would just be like 30 seconds or something. Mbeumo, Mazraoui. It needs to go forward. It needs to go into the box. Yoro's gone deep. Trippier's header is as clear as far as Alanga gets a touch. Casemiro steps in, but Tonali picks it up, and now Newcastle can break with Gordon again. He's got Alanga through the middle. He's got Barnes to his left. Joe Linton on the check-in. Gordon steps away from Mainu once and then twice. Out to Harvey Barnes. Skips past Cunha and Mazraoui. Cleared by Yoro, Joe Linton, Mainu. Gordon's gone down like a little bitch again. Now United can break with Cunha. He has to check back and he's pulled by Tonali on the shoulder. Is it not a foul? Yellow card. Forrest has scored again. Who scored? Mazraoui. Feigns the cross, steps away from Hall. Was he fouled? Ref says yes. Free kick to United. Dangerous position. Elliot Anderson. Assist. It's a foul by... It's more of a foul by Lewis Hall than it was for the penalty on Gordon. None yet. Okay. We are now into the 9th minute of added time at the end of this first half. There was only 3 added on. Since that time, we've had a red card and a penalty. Hudson-Odoi assist, okay. This surely is the last attack of the half. Bruno Fernandes. Near post. Casemiro's header is an equaliser before half-time. Come on!
No.
What do you mean, no?
I just see if he wakes up.
Genuinely no point me doing this. Bruno Fernandes assist. Casemiro goal. United equaliser. Half-time. Boos ring around St. James's Park as it's half-time. Right, I'm going to go to the toilet, grab a drink, etc. Guys, do the same. I'll be back in a few minutes' time. It's United, Newcastle 1, Man United 1. Joe Linton sent... No, not Joe Linton. Jacob Ramsey sent off. I will speak to you guys very shortly.
Acknowledge me.
Right. Okay. Was the music playing during halftime number one? Did you hear it? Was the volume okay, etc.? What do you mean silent rave? It was literally playing and bouncing in OBS. In Meld. It was playing. Okay. We got a follow from a brand new account by the looks of it. Oh no, it's an actual page. Official Gambling Academy, who is streaming Metal Gear Solid 3. Snake Eater to 23 viewers. 3.9k followers. I guess he's a United fan? I don't know. Official Gambling Academy, I see you're live. If you're still in the stream, let me know. Okay. That's fine. Well, I appreciate you guys waiting for the little break at halftime. I was desperate for the bathroom, especially after that additional 10 minutes that we played essentially. VAR have said that it's knee to knee. It's Fernandez was complaining that he didn't make contact with the standing foot, but it is a slight clash of the knee to knee. Need to do some phone repairs, methinks. Yeah, probably. Your phone keeps telling you that it's too cold to charge. Right, so let's have a look at FPL. So I'm just catching up on a WhatsApp as well.
Yeah!
Right, what's the... City is 2-2. We're in the 90th minute. That would be a full reset on the last man standing because all of us have gone. Oh, Brian. Jesus Christ. Brian with... Wait, am I going crazy or is that now? What the fuck? Oh. Brian with 5 gifted again. Sean and Kitcaf and Krusty and Miska and Kickbot. Thank you very much. Sorry, man. I don't have audio because I'm not on the computer because I'm on the TV, so I didn't see it. But thank you for the 5 gifted, Brian. Much appreciated. Hope you're well. Lewis, he's just coming for your spot at the top of the leaderboard. That's all it is. Or your number 2 spot. Sorry. Where does that put Brian? He done your 5 yesterday and 5 today. Up to 5th on 27. The next one is 50, then 51. Little way to go, but he's coming for you, Lewis. So Morgan Gibbs White has come off for Forest. How many minutes have been added on at the end of the game? So Chelsea 4, Villa 1, Arsenal 1, Brighton 0, West Ham 1, Fulham 0, City and Forest 2-2, United Newcastle 1-0, Newcastle down to 10 men. Could really, like, for 7 minutes added on at the Etihad, and could really do with City winning this for the last man standing. He's 90 subs. He's not 90. Oh, from you. Yeah, that makes sense. I was gonna say he's not 90 away from the top 3. I mean, to be fair, you say that's the good meds. That's the shit I've been on for 3 years.
When I've had nothing all day.
I could have given you that.
When I've had nothing all day, it's the good meds.
Sean, I can give you some as well. Don't worry. Double dose, mate. Right, I'm now going on to FPL to see how many points I've got. I'm sat on 41 points. Timber's got me 11. The fuck has he done? 10 points for defense. 10 defensive contributions is 2 points. Clean sheet and an assist and the minutes played. Okay, fair. Tiao's going to come in for O'Reilly. So that's an extra point. So I'm actually on 42. Mitch is on 58. Dan's on 41. Joe's on 42. So it's not even a good week anyway. 39, 55. Right, well. Not looking good, bruv. All right, well, we'll keep those scores up there as we try and keep going. I'll catch up on VR in the City game for what? Hmm. I'm not seeing anything about VAR. I'm not seeing anything about VAR there. Harvey Barnes coming off for Joe Willock at half time for Newcastle as we get ready for the start of the second half. Brian, again, thank you for those 5 gifted, mate. You didn't have to do that. I very much appreciate it. Do you need to drop a 100 bomb? I don't think that is necessary because a 100 bomb is a lot of many money. Your 5 is appreciated. Thank you. Right, we are back underway at St. James's Park. The tracker should update. There we go. Un goal mas. 1 goal more, I believe, is the translation for that. Arnder, welcome back. Brian, if you get that payout, don't drop any subs. Can you buy me a studio, like a stream studio? Just a little office space where I can't get noise complaints. Still not seeing anything about this VAR thing. Sub goal achieved. Well, let's update that then, shall we? Okay. Getting us a studio, love that. Love that. Right, let's chuck this back in so I can actually hear what's going on. United in possession with Luke Shaw and now Cunha down this left-hand side. Won by Trippier, but only as far as Luke Shaw. Mainu, Fernandez goes back to Yoro. Newcastle are going to play 4-3-2. It's going to be Alanga and Gordon up front. Willock, Tonali, and Joel Linton across the midfield 3. So they're still going to try and go for this at points, Newcastle, catching us on the break. You're training people something that you shouldn't know is basically what I've gathered from that. Because if it's above your pay grade, you shouldn't know about it.
I've also never done it, therefore shouldn't be training others on it. But there we go.
Just over the head of Mbermo. Good win by Lewis Hall. Gordon went for the flick off. Mazraoui out for a throw-in. Huge win for West Ham. They've confirmed a 1-0 win over Fulham away from home. It's still 2-2 at the Etihad. Still 4-1 at Villa Park to Chelsea. Still 1-0 to Arsenal at the Amex. And at St James's Park, it's still 1-0. Mazraoui's won that off Lewis Hall. Fernandez clipped into the middle for Cunha, down to Sesko, lets it roll across his body, opens up some position and space for Mbermo, rides a challenge of Burn, and then another one from Joel Linton, but Willock's got back and covered well. Arsenal confirmed as 1-0 winners at the Amex. They're into the 9th minute of added time at the Etihad. Mazraoui with a big smile on his face as he concedes a free kick to Gordon. And City have drawn against Forest. Mazraoui, great interception. And he skips away from Tonali well. Pinged out to Cunha. Fernandez is the overlap. Cesc goes forward. Marked well by Dan Burn. Oh, I just wrong-footed Fernandez with the play in Cunha. No, everybody gets another life, but you have to play in. You have to pay in again. I don't really want to pay in again, to be honest. Double pot, yeah. It's last man standing. For those of you that don't know, it's like a group of people put an even amount of money in, and you have to pick a team to win a game every game cycle. So if it's a midweek game or a weekend game, you're not allowed to use the same team twice. Last person standing wins the pot. We had a situation where down to the final three, one of us had Liverpool yesterday. They were out, so it was down to the final two. We both had City today. They've drawn, so everybody's back in with another pay-in. Should we know who has the highest total position? What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean by that. No, they'll just do a double in and go again. So a £130 pot now becomes a £260 pot. Venom, welcome into the stream. I hope you are. I get what you mean now, Sean, yeah. Yeah, not doing too bad. Gordon and Langer are still going to be dangerous on the counter attack. United need to stay resolute in attack in defense. All right, then let's try and get focused back into this game now. All the other Prem games are done. Trippier inside for Joe Willock. Lost it to Maguire and then deflected back out for a goal kick to United.
Good save. Except for the fact that I already know that your best girl has to be your wife.
I'd love to go to St James's Park for a United Newcastle game one day. Sounds good, Venom. Sounds good, sounds good. Sure, under challenge from Alanga is not a foul, ref? No? Alanga's found Joel Linton. Casemiro is going to apprehend Joel Linton. It's a free kick to Newcastle.
good. It's all a bit more steady. You yelled at one. Right. Just trying to look out. Shut up. It's EU 391.
Right then, can Newcastle produce anything from this? Trippier free kick. Maguire's gone down. Clipped by Dan Burn. Free kick to United. Not sure what's going on. My computer's lagging a little bit, so if the stream lags, I apologise. Okay, here we go. Mazraoui and Burmo. Fernandez round the corner for Casemiro. Mazraoui with space. Clipped in towards Burmo, but it's him and Dan Burn going for an aerial duel. We know who wins that one. Joel Linton plays out to Willock. Back to Tiao and then across to Dan Burn. Dan Burn looking for a big switch out towards Trippier under pressure from Cunha. Nice little collection and give and go between Willock and Trippier, and Elanga's gone and been forced all the way over to the left-hand side by Luke Shaw, who stayed there. Joel Linton, Lewis Hall. Newcastle have had more of the ball. Willock down behind, and Mainoo's got back to recover well and concede the corner. The first time the ref was handing out yellow cards and a red card to everyone. I mean, that's not the case if you were watching the game, Venom. Like, the cards were all correct by the letter of the law. It was a very hectic first half, especially the last 10 minutes or so. Yeah, no worries. I'll speak to you later, mate. Take it easy. Trippier's going to take this free kick. Outswinger from the near side. Where's a more traditional corner? The 6-yard box is empty. What's going on here? This is new. Trippier corner. Joel Linton underneath it. Smashed away by Burmo. All the way down to Ramsdale, who's got Lewis Hall with him. And Burmo going to squeeze. Pinged out towards Trippier and Willock. Maguire's left foot clearance is smashed out for a throw, and it's high, but not far. Trippier's gone back to Tiao. He's got Hall available in Ramsdale as well. Ramsdale, good 12 yards or more out of his box. He needs to get this clearance correct. Cunha's header down to Tonali. One back by Cunha. Twisting and turning. Still going, Cunha. Foul by Trippier. Ref says yes. Just took half my attic's insulation out by charging port. Oh, fucking hell. Panic. Michael Carrick looking to ring the substitutions. Agate and Dallo ready to come on. Interesting decisions. And Burmo down for Mazraoui. Fernandez leaves it for Mainoo. Maguire with Shaw as an option. Here he is. Luke Shaw. We know you can deliver across, Luke. Try it maybe once. Manu, Fernandez, Shaw, and now Casemiro. Inside for Cunha, down for Fernandez, back for Cunha, out for Shaw. Manu, it's all neat and tidy, but risky from United. Fernandez, Cunha, central, pinged out towards Mbermo. Lewis Hall read it well. Mazraoui won it back. Fernandez now operating in the half space. Went for the reverse ball to Buran, and Mbermo found him. And Mbermo pings back over the top and out for a goal kick. Fuck's sake, Ali.
Multiple is in the garage for sports.
So, Dallow's coming on for Shaw. Hold on, I've got to get this right. Dallow's coming on for Shaw. Where's Dallow? There he is. And Agate's coming on for Casemiro. So the goal scorer off, and one of our yellow card holders also off. Agate with a rare appearance for United. I've got to do this on the other side as well. Dallow and Agate. There you go. Back to normal. That was my Mbermo points down the drain. It's my Fernandez second assist down the drain as well. He's my captain. Would have been beautiful. Maguire's going to win that above Alanga, surely. Yeah. Cunha brings it down. Agate and Dallow's first involvement for both substitutes now. Dallow has actually gone to right back with Mazraoui playing left back, but I'm not going to mess around with the lineup too much because I want to focus on the game. And Burmo's not had a great game. I think he may come off in the next set of subs. Alan Shearer in the house, as you'd expect. Mazraoui gets above Trippier and concedes a throw-in. 63 minutes played. Newcastle 1, United 1. Replaced Iwobi for Wilson this week. Yeah. It always happens, man. There's always the way. Dan Burn for Lewis Hall. I think Ahmad could come on and make a difference in this game here. I think his direct running on the ball could cause a tired Newcastle backline issues. Alanga stepped away from Mazraoui. He had a second bite, and it's a free kick in a dangerous position for Newcastle now. I left Timber and Kelleher on my bench and chosen Burmo, not Casemiro. Is it a yellow card for Mazraoui? It's a yellow card for Mazraoui. Hold on a second. For the right back. Yellow card. Andy, welcome back. I think Ahmad would come on for Mbermo, to be honest. Dan Burn having a conversation with TL and Joel Linton now. Tonali's going to swing this in. Two-man wall, Cunha and Fernandez. Tonali clips it central. It's under Diogo Dallo and hits Gordon. Gordon's claiming handball. They're all claiming handball. His hand's in a natural side position, not moved at all. It's barely brushed him. It's a corner to Newcastle. PG, welcome into the stream on YouTube. I see you. Oh, the fucking Reds. What are we doing? There is no way you're giving them another penalty for this. It's not a penalty, man. Arms are down by the side, not moved towards the ball. Whistle might have to go, blood. You got him in your FPL. That's a brave move. Him and Voltemada can't seem to decide who's playing, and then either of them can't decide who's scoring the goals. All right, Tonali's corner in, all the way over. Gordon doesn't get there on the follow-up. So Mainu lost Gordon, but Gordon lost his feet as he went for the strike. So nasty whipped cross. Yeah, I agree, Honda. I said Newcastle would be dangerous. I was hoping that we'd be in a better position by this point, but still 25 plus to play. Michael Carrick not happy with something. I don't like when Agate comes on for Casemiro and the midfield just falls to pieces. Agate needs a strong show in here because it might be one of his last appearances in a United shirt if it isn't. Maguire. Euro, every single outfield player in Newcastle United half now. Diogo Dallo goes to Agate. Back to the right back. Feigned inside for Mainu. Bit too much time wanted, but good control. Agate, Dallo, onside, crossing opportunity, feigns the right onto the left, out for Mainu, central again. And across from Mazraoui, it's all just a little bit too slow. Cunha. Fernandez drops in central. Back to Cunha, Mazraoui on the overlap. Cunha goes to the byline. Trippier has a bite. Cunha twists away. And then a palm to the face. Apparently Trippier goes down like a sack of spuds. He's gone to turn and Trippier knows what he's doing. Aye, aye, aye. Joshua Xerxes and Ahmad warming up on the near side, far left. Up by Ramsdale. Bring them both on. Got to go for it. Ramsdale goes long, far left, just into space and out for a throw-in. Not a sheer... No idea what he's actually gone for there. It's overturn of possession, very needless. Euro to Maguire, out to Mazraoui on this left-hand side. Dallo in space. Fernandez. Twisting and turning. Edge of the box from Mazraoui, opening some space. Feigns the shot. Mazraoui strike. Blocked by Tiao. Agate wins the follow-up. Bashed into the head of Trippier. Mazraoui down for Cunha, and now Fernandez can reset. Fernandez goes urgent, looking for options. Dallo in the open space. And Burmo, edge of the box, digs out the cross. Sesko's underneath it. Trippier's dookie clearance. Joelinton caught on the ball. And Burmo didn't quite get on the end of it. Goal kick. Big touch from Burmo. Straight out for a goal kick. We're into the final 20 minutes. Still 1-1. Agate gets a flick. Dallo wins it under pressure from Gordon and goes up the line, but it's out for a throw-in before he even takes a touch. Only options are Isidore, Brobby, or Callum Wilson. Out of all three of those, I'd probably say Brobby's the most likely to score. Isidore and Brobby both obviously being on Sunderland's books. I'm not sure. Maino, good strength against Willock, wins the free kick. Plays quickly to Mazraoui. Fernandez in the channel. Oh, is it? Fair. Willock's just bundled Fernandez to the ground. Free kick to United. Ahmad going through a warm-up. This game's screaming for Ahmad's direct running to the byline. Fernandez can deliver something, but he's got one less target to look for. Casemiro subbed off. Gone short for Mainu, and then Fernandez digs out the cross back post. Cleared away as far as Burmo knocks it down. Diogo Dallo takes a couple of touches, went to flick it over the head. Hit Dan Burn. And then out. Mazraoui's headed to Burmo. Maguire. Good touch and turn away from Tonali. Then goes wide for Fernandez in the half space. He's got Sesko forward on the Trivela. Goal kick. BRB chicken. Just a bit too much pace on it from Fernandez there, unfortunately.
No.
Burmo, Fernandez clipped into the channel. Agate's darting forward. He's not the fastest, but he'll get there ahead of Dan Burn and win the corner ball. Look at the celebration from Dan Burn getting on the end of that one. And Burmo in swinging corner from the far side.
No, I called them.
It's central. Dan Burn gets his header on it underneath the crossbar. Mazraoui down to Bruno Fernandes. Digs out the cross. Lenny Euro! What a save! Oh, Fernandes on 14 Premier League assists this season. Looking for number 15. Cross blocked by Willock out for a corner. And Wissedane boots the ball away as a sub. Euro just trying to put it in that far corner. Back across the keeper. Would have been a great time to get his first Premier League. First goal in the Premier League, but unfortunately not.
What kind of drugs? Tramadol.
Xerxes and Ahmad both on the way for United. 15 plus added. And Burmo, United trying to turn up the temperature now. Mainu into Mbermo outside for Dallo. First time cross feigned out to Mbermo again. Mainu. Fernandes inside for Mbermo. Good first touch. Back for Fernandes. Dinked one over the top looking for Manuel Ugarte. That's a good header, but it's onto the roof of the net. Ah! Substitutions coming for Man United. And Burmo off. So we're taking the... No, that one. Off. And we're bringing on... So Ahmad is on for Mbermo. And Mainu is off for Xerxes. So I'm going to make the assumption that Fernandes is dropping in. And Xerxes will play behind Sesko. I'm just going to make that change real quick. And then we'll do it on the vertical. So again, it's Fernandes dropping in. Ahmad coming onto the right for Mbermo. And Xerxes going in for where Fernandes had started. That's all level, all good to go. And we're back on the main screen. You got to raise your price a little with a goal at least. That would have been nice, wouldn't it, Honda? But all right then, back underway. Ramsdale needed some treatment. He's got it.
We were having a race.
Could really do with a winner. Joe Linton's battling with Fernandes, who's gone down and back up again. Gordon's fouled Euro, but the ref said now Willock's gone past Diogo Dallo and conceded the free kick. That's simulation. That's more of a dive than the one that they got the second yellow for Ramsey on. This is essentially a slightly closer in corner on the far side. Yeah, they've got a fair few corner techniques and tactics of Newcastle. Michael Carrick watches on. It's going to be Tonali. I thought it was good. Yeah, I thought it was good. Ahmad will score the second goal. I hope you're right, Atta. Welcome back. Hold on, Sean. Give me a sec. Let's just watch his free kick. Tonali. Joel Linton battling with Mazraoui. I can see at the front post. Lamans gets a punch, only as far as Alanga. Dropped it down for Lewis Hall. Going to be crowded out. Ugarte leaves it for Xerxes. Into the channel for Cunha. Skips past Trippier. That's a foul and a yellow card. Yellow card for Trippier. Welcome to the big dance, Housen. It's time to play the game, Housen. Might be the best trips picture ever. I agree. And yes, R-Truth is definitely going to call him Sting. All right then. United need to crank up the pressure for the next 10 minutes plus added. Here's Ahmad's first involvement. Just pushing him back, pushing him back. 1-2 with Agate, but intercepted by Tonali. Yoro takes one to the face. Dallo. Gordon trying to find any form of pressure to go down. He's lost it. What? Are you joking? So why is he down holding his fucking foot then? Wow. Oh, straight in the face of Yoro. Is he alright? You can see the ball mark on Yoro's face here. Gonna call R-Truth Cena? Maybe. Ah, you're Ron Cena. Danhausen versus R-Truth for WrestleMania would be funny. Yoro gets that clear to Agate, dropped in for Ahmad, skips away from Tonali really well. It's a beautiful touch from Ahmad. Then Yoro can play out to Mazraoui. Mazraoui into Xerxes, who is playing in behind Sesko. Good interplay. Mazraoui's gone down and stayed down. Referee says no foul. Agate recovers the ball, and Ahmad can pick it up. Now Dallo. Ahmad again. Mazraoui still down, making his way up slowly. Looks, he's hobbling a bit, Mazraoui. That looked like a difficult one to take. Cunha into the box, dropped it back in for Bruno Fernandes. He went to place it, just wide of the mark. Just trying to keep an eye on Mazraoui in the background of this aerial shot, but he goes down again and stays down. He might need some treatment. Fernandes had to take it quickly. Tonali closing him down. It's like the right height, it's just not on target. Return of Stardust, and then they can compare face paint. No concealers hiding that neck tap. Facts. Mazraoui's back on his feet, but looks to be in a bit of discomfort. Jacob Murphy ready to come on for Newcastle. You know what this is screaming out for? A Benjamin Sesko winner, isn't it? Agate out to Mazraoui. Seems to be moving okay. Still a little bit of a hobble when he plays it. He's still hobbling a touch. Yeah, he doesn't look comfortable, Mazraoui, at all. Fernandes out to Cunha in some space up against Trippier. Xerxes on the overlap to the byline. Left foot first time cross goes all the way over the top. Ahmad couldn't get up to reach it. Agate will keep it in play. Yoro, Fernandes in the half space. Digs out across looking for Cunha at the back post, and Trippier's got a touch on it and then flicked it out for a corner. Oh, it's not a corner, it's a goal kick, fair enough. Oh, he just kicks it onto Cunha's shin, does he? It's a corner. It should be a corner. Gordon and Elanga off for Murphy and Ushola. Screams Haroldinho McSquigliano header, for fuck's sake.
You really wanted Jet. We stole Jet.
Mazraoui is off for Malasia. Hold on a second. So let's put Dallo at right back and Malasia at left back. And then take the yellow card off and come back. So Tyrell Malacia with a surprise appearance tonight. Great touch from Trippier. Feigns across to step away from Cunha. Malacia's first involvement against Murphy. Takes him to the byline, digs out the cross. And it's gone out for a goal kick. Nice, still on the books, still on the bench. Reintegrated by Ruben Amorim before Michael Carrick took the reins. Maguire. Fernandez is obviously now playing in that deeper role, picking the ball up and trying to open up the spaces. Cunha, Malacia went forward. Cunha digs out across, looking for Sesko, finds Tiao, slipped on the turf was Agate. Newcastle bring it away with Joel Linton. Tiao and then Trippier. Up the right-hand channel, looking for a Shola, but out for a goal kick. Newcastle have played very well. They've not made it easy for United as if they've got this one-man advantage. They've really not made it stick. But United have currently got every single outfield player once again inside the Newcastle half, even closer to the Newcastle third. Maguire trying to force forward. Xerxes, Sesko, Xerxes, edge of the box. Joshua Xerxes feigns the shot, chopping and changing. Benjamin Sesko blocked by Dan Burn. Dropped down to Bruno Fernandes. Out for Cunha on this left-hand side. Xerxes looking good there. 1-2 looking for Cunha again. Trippier spins. And then Murphy can ping it up the line. He was looking for Oshola. Found Fernandes and now Malacia. Agate, Fernandes again. Dallo turned away from Lewis Hall and now played in Ahmad in behind. Lewis Hall out of position. It's Ahmad against Joel Linton. Back to Bruno Fernandes for Agate to strike and his shot is blocked. Dallo up against Joel Linton. Joel Linton's turned away from Dallo. Needs an option. And Lewis Hall is there for him. Goes long. Maguire, the only Man United player on the outfield, there to pick it up. Fernandes. Xerxes turns. Xerxes from distance. What a fucking save. Holy shit. Woohoo! Corner ball to United. But Joshua Xerxes, where have you pulled that from? That's going in. That is going in. Woo. Oh, 100% Honda, 100%. Ahmad to take the in-swinging corner from the far side, left-footed. It's a good area. It's underneath Dan Burn. Agate's going to get there ahead of Willock. Malacia. Oh, I went forward for Ahmad, but it was too far in front. 5 minutes going to be added on, apparently. What a save from Ramsdale. Top bins if he doesn't get a glove on it. Joelinton trying to twist and turn away, loses the possession to Dallo, and now Fernandez. Inside for Cunha. Oshola's gone into channel. Malassia's got to get back, and he has. Steps inside, does Oshola. Wow. That is an unbelievable goal from the young lad. Fair fucking play. Oshola's made it 2-1. Oshola, however you pronounce it. I don't think anybody cares in the St. James's Park right now because what a goal. And the 10 men take the lead in the dying embers of the game. Wow. What a goal. Can't even, like... What a strike.
Dots.
5 minutes goes up. That is an absolutely unbelievable strike. Maguire needs to engage. Malassia needed to engage. Bent it round Maguire. Lamans couldn't see it. No keepers getting there.
Yeah, definitely.
Ramsdale goes for a knee slide. And to be fair, his save a few minutes ago from Xerxes. Unfortunate. This could be Michael Carrick's first loss.
Oops.
5 minutes added on. Not sure. Honda, you need to have a look, mate. I'm sure they'll pop up a graphic in a second, but... Harry Maguire's gone forward. Fernandez pings it long, looking for him. Trippier's headers away. Agate gets beaten to it by Joelinton. Yoro's going to keep it alive and goes back to Lamans. Goal difference with Villa. Yeah, because we were beating them on goal difference anyway. Xerxes clipped over the top. Maguire's going to get there. Left foot blocked. Goal kick. Michael Carrick's going to have a long time to work with the team and with the coaches and with the management team to recover from this. I don't think our next game is until a week Saturday when we take on Aston Villa at Villa Park.
I'm just going to hang out the window.
Listen to St. James's Park. One of the best atmospheres in the Premier League, bar none. Bruno Fernandes. Diagonal looking for Maguire. Is he going to find him? Maguire does get there. Murphy's clearance is just straight out for a throw in. A minute left to play. Agate, Malacia, Maguire in this left-hand channel. All the way over for Ahmad. Dropped in for Fernandez. Out for Diogo Dallo. Up against Willock. Digs out a left foot cross. Back post is Harry Maguire. And Trippier's gone down with a push again. Fuck me. Aye, aye, aye. That's going to be it, boys. Newcastle have been fantastic in the second half. You wouldn't have thought they had a man down. Michael Carrick's first loss as Manchester United manager since he took over. Man United's now unbeaten run in 2026 comes to an end as the referee will blow his whistle in the next few seconds, surely.
I mean, that gets attention.
Cunha goes out to Fernandez. Diogo Dallo. Surely this is it. Ping towards the back. Trippier's header. Malacia was lurking. It's going to be a throw into United. The referee's going to let it play. To be fair, Newcastle scored right. What's going on? Oh, Tonali's down. Fair enough. This is the thing, right? Sergio, welcome into the stream on YouTube. I appreciate you being here. It's a lot easier for me to swallow the loss when Newcastle have played as well as they have, defended as well as they have, played to the rule book as well as they have in terms of winning fouls and killing the game off. It's frustrating to lose any game, but it's not like we've battered them and they've gone and counter-attacked. They are fully deserving of the win. But yeah, 3 times this season we've gone into a game, got a red card go our way, and then not gone for the jugular. It happened against Palace this past weekend, and we won that game, but we could and should have done more. Right, here we go. This is surely it. Bruno Fernandes digs out the cross. Dan Burn gets it away. Willock steps past Bruno Fernandes and wins a free kick. Fernandes is fuming. Yeah. Not happy, but these games happen. So I say we don't play for another, is it 11 days, 12 days? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, 11 days. Peter Banks is still playing. Maguire coming forward. Oh, dropped away from Euro. And there is the full-time whistle. Confirmed. Newcastle 1, Newcastle 2, United 1. Damn. What can I say? I'm not sure what you want me to say. The only unbeaten team in the Premier League in 2026 gets sunk. Game week 29. Michael Carrick sees his first loss since taking over as interim manager.
So, how quickly is Carrick out going to be trending?
Yeah, I'm off as well, Sean. Appreciate you guys watching, whether you've been here on Kick or on YouTube. Brian, thank you for the 5 gifted. Appreciate you guys being here. See you tomorrow for some F1 Open lobbies. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, evening, good night, wherever you are around the world. Much love. Peace.